So, hi, and it's 13 years.
Yep, 13 years of being married.
Yes, so we're sharing with you 13 lessons, 13 principles that we have learned in 13 years. So, yes, we're going to just make it very quick. 13 lessons and principles we've learned in 13 years and how to go and how to follow through for a successful marriage. So, you go.
Okay, so the first principle we're going to be sharing is follow the golden rule of marriage. Husbands, love your wives. Wives, submit to your husbands. This golden rule is so important. You follow it, you have a blissful marriage. Let's have number 2.
So number 2 is patience is a necessary virtue. You know, many times when it comes to marriage relationship, patience is one thing that a lot of couples struggle with. One of the things we've learned in 13 years is to be patient through the process. And yes, patience is key. Number 3.
Number 3, effective communication is key. Without effective communication, everything else you're doing in marriage will just fall apart. So you need to build your communication and make it effective. Let's have number 4.
And then number 4, you need to be open with your finances. Now, I know that is a lot of, that is a challenge in many marriages. But the truth of the matter is that it's a principle we have learned and that have worked for us. It's also one of our 13 lessons. What that means is that nothing hidden, nothing, out of everything is laid on the table, and you guys are actually able to achieve more when you are able to do that. Yeah. So let's have number 5.
Number 5, sex is the icing in marriage. So you see, just like having icing on a cake, sex is the icing on the marriage. The icing on the cake is the sweetest part of the cake. Sex is one of the sweetest parts of marriage. So do not deprive yourselves of sex. Learn to build your sexual life as a married couple. So let's have number 6.
I think I like this one. So marriage is a threefold cord, and the threefold cord shall not be broken. That's what the scriptures, say. Our marriage is built on the principles of the scripture, and one of those principles is the threefold cord. Yeah. The man, the wife, and God. So the only person who is supposed to be in your marriage, aside the both of you, is God. Put it there. I remember one of the things that my husband will share is that if anything happens and my wife doesn't agree, I just pray that God ministers to her, or that the pastor says it on the altar or something, and you know what, it works.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Always
magic.
Works.
Always
works.
Yes. So let's have the next number, which is number 7.
Number 7, your loyalty should be first to your spouse. Yes, your first loyalty to any human being on the earth, as long as you are married, should be first to your spouse before any other person, before family, before friends, before any other person. First to your spouse.
And then number 8. Number 8 is about your relationship with your friends and your extended family. So the Gov is a marriage coach, and one of the things that I know that he teaches on is relationship with extended families. And he says that you must create boundaries.
Yes.
And he says that you must be very intentional about it, and then understand how to manage those relationships, because they are part of the process. However, you must learn that boundaries are key. So let's have number 9.
And number 9, limit assumptions in marriage. Get a knowledge on things that you struggle with. Learn to ask your spouse questions. So don't assume. A lot of challenges we have in marriages is because there's a lot of assumption going on. When you are not sure about a thing, ask your spouse. Number 10.
Awesome. And then number 10 is you must have a marriage plan and you need to follow it.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So Gov's book is called Building Your Marriage Plan. And in that book, he was able to explain what we did some years ago, when it comes to 13 years ago. So after he proposed to me on the 28th September of 2008, he says I crammed the date, and that's fine. And then he got a book, and then we started writing on what we wanted to see and how we wanted our marriage to be like. One of the things that have helped us over the years is to build a plan and follow through with it. We have plans in tranches, 50 years, and then we've broken them into tranches, 10 years, and then 1 year. So every year we come back to review what we've done. How are we doing? What are we doing? And how are we going about it? I think the book Building Your Marriage Plan is a must-have for every couple.
Oh, yes, it is.
And where they will build it. I remember someone who read the book and asked governor about having a fidelity plan.
Oh, yeah.
And many times we actually think that things like fidelity we can assume it and then it just happens. Unfortunately, we don't get to understand that even fidelity is planned. If you're going to be faithful, then you must have a plan to be faithful.
Very
nothing
true.
Assumed.
Very
nothing just thrives on luck. So let's have the next number,
and that will be number 11. Marriage is built on principles and not just emotions. We must learn that there are principles to follow, just like some of the principles that we're reading to you guys right now. You follow those principles and you would have a blissful marriage. So marriage is about principles and not just about emotions. Number 12.
And then number 12, one of the things that we also have built our marriage on is an anchor scripture that says one will chase 1,000 and then two will put 10,000 to a flight. God, do you understand that?
Oh yeah, 10,000. That's more than geometric.
In fact, it's like I say that's the highest multiplier effect that you can ever find in any institution. And that's where you actually find it in marriage. Work as a team with your spouse. When you work as a team, it's like magic.
Oh, yeah.
Everything just takes a turn.
Oh, yes.
And that's just it. It's one of the principles that we've learned, and we've been able to achieve things that couples haven't been able to achieve in 50 years, just because we understand the principle of one shall chase 1,000 and two will put 10,000 to a flight. And then that is the last one, which is the last one, and God is going to take it.
And that is number 13. Marriage is work, hard work. And so if you're not putting in the work, you're not going to see the results. So put in the work in your marriage, be deliberate about the things you do on marriage, have your intentions right, and put in the hard work. And if you do, your marriage will become blissful. Those are the 13 things, 13 principles we're sharing with you on this 13th anniversary of our own marriage.
Yes, and of course, that blissful marriage is possible.
Oh yeah.
The narrative that marriage is just, all about what you see, whatever you get, and all of that. No, marriage is hard work. Marriage is about putting in the work, and you can live bliss. I like the way the Marital Academy says it. Bliss
and joy.
And joy.
Yeah, bliss and joy.
So you can have bliss and joy. So the Marital Academy is God's academy on marriage, and he's of the opinion that we can actually teach the younger generation that marriage can be it's a good thing.
Oh yeah.
And one of the things I want to leave you with today is never be invasive about a need. Marriage is a need, not a want.
Yeah, true.
We need marriages. We need good marriages. And what will be your last words on this podcast?
Well, my last words on this broadcast is let's be patient in marriage. Marriage, it's a lifelong relationship that is building every year after year is building. So be patient with each other and learn to trust each other and learn to build your marriage. All right? That will be let's give them a shot of the environment.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so let's take a look
really
at
nice.
the environment. Nice environment.
Yep. Where we are.
Okay. Lovely. All right, and with that, we are signing out.
All right, so bye.